Hello, our dear beloved husband and wife. You're welcome to this episode again, Mending the Broken Walls in Marriage. Like I promised last week, that we'll be dealing with building trust in marriage. For we know that without trust, there is no genuine love. Without trust, a marriage will be full of catastrophes, jealousies, and every other vices. So for two to come together, you must learn to build trust. Yes, you come together through feelings for one another. But like we have said in the past episodes, that the love in marriage is a decision. And when that decision is taken, we need to begin to build upon it. So, and what you need to build is to build trusting in one another as husband and wife. And what is all involved is a combination of various factors. One, communication, emotional support, mutual respect, creating strong foundation for a healthy relationship, as well as consistency. All these points must be taken very seriously if trust is to be built in the marriage. Now, let's come to communication, which those of you that are conversant with this program, you always know we emphasize on it. We started marriage relationship with communication. And where communication is not effective, is not open, where communication is pretensive and is not sincere, then it will not be able to build that relationship, because lies may go for as long as you think, but one day that the truth comes, the whole thing will crumble. So, communication between husband and wife must be given a thorough attention, creating time for it, being sincere with it, and be ready to discuss everything. Don't procrastinate, for there is time for everything. And in marriage, there is always time for communication. If you resist it, then you are creating a barrier. You are creating an opening. So, that is the first thing in building relationship. Because whosoever you are talking with, you are developing your interest for one another. You are building confidence in one another. You are revealing yourself to one another. So that is how what communication role take there. And when we talk of emotional support, we all have feelings. Don't hurt the feelings of others, but be supportive to their feeling. Feeling is not only in sexuality. Feelings in time of stress, in other works in the home, how the wife feels about this, how the husband feels about this, how we feel about child training, how we feel about child education, how we feel about raising child, how do we feel about third party, how do we feel about building a future, how do we feel? Let's support one another's emotion. If one might love to be this, it is not all time that the emotion of a partner is wrong. Listen to it, analyze it, support it, let them know that they are important. When that is done, then you are building trust. Then when we say mutual respect, there must be mutual respect for one another. No matter how much you bring into the table or how much you have committed into that marriage, your finance is useless without that partner. your knowledge is useless without that partner. Why don't you go and share that knowledge with the flowers in your house? After all, they are your partner. But this one that is in your house, this one that you have chosen, give respect to that person. Give her her due respect as wife, as husband, as woman that has feeling, as woman that have sense. In communication, in discussion, in the family, let us respect one another. You must see your partner as yourself. It's as important as yourself. No one is second class. The two shall be one. That is what the scripture says. So the same way you want her to respect you, respect her that way. The same way you want him to respect you, respect him that way. That is mutual respect. Then you are building trust. Then come to consistency. We need to be constant, to persist and make sure that what we say we believe in it. Let's be consistent in our discussion. Let's be consistent in our sporting. Let's be consistent in our respect for one another. Let's make consistency one of the key. That if we say this, don't be Mr. Yes and No. Let your yes be yes, let your no be no. And let's be consistent in whatsoever we say we want to do. If there's going to be any reason for change, discuss it first. And if it has to come suddenly, discuss it as well. So, if we are consistent, then your partner will be able to say, I know. As for him, he cannot do this. As for him, he can do this. As for him, if this happens, it is because of this variable or that variable. And that will help in the marriage. And as well in raising up the children in that marriage. And to build strong foundation for a healthy relationship. That will be a big topic for another time. If enough questions come, if people doesn't understand what I'm saying now. When I say building a strong foundation for a healthy relationship, this strong foundation we are talking about, upon which you are going to build other structure. One of that foundation is your communication, your leisure. How do we spend our leisure? How do we spend our money? How do we plan our future? How do we want to spend our old age? All these things, if you don't discuss it, it will eventually destroy the trust you said you are building now. Let me just give this short illustration. A successful marriage that have been in existence for over 30 years. Now the children have grown up. You both trained them and they are now living in their separate apartments. And they are becoming fathers and mothers. And that relationship, that foundation that they have been two together before, that are working together now, the mother begin to travel. My son has just given birth. My daughter has just given birth. My son-in-law is doing something. And she's always out of the home. Loneliness will set in. And when loneliness set in, and that man now look for someone, or someone that is keeping him company, one thing leads to another. They said the man has break relationship. He has broken trust. But what causes that is because it was never discussed. It was never emphasized that, a time is coming that this woman will not be living. It will always not be at home. And they have not, and if it was discussed, maybe they did not find a reasonable solution to that. So that is one of those things, that foundation that must be built, so that the latter end of that marriage will not be disastrous. God bless you.